Break 'em.
What's up, everybody? This is Robert Yang, and most of you know me as a licensed nutritionist. Some of you know me as a corrective exercise specialist and a strength coach. And I want to talk to you about cell phone induced neck pain. Now, I'm not talking about how the electromagnetic fields can affect your neck, but I'm talking about how the usage and the position of people's posture when they're using their cell phone can actually induce neck pain. Now, whether you have disc bulge or you have stenosis in the cervical spine, you've got tension headaches because of the neck and tension in the muscles, you've got numbness in the fingers, whatever that's happening, your posture is very, very important and has a big influence on how fast you will get better. Meaning, you see maybe a massage therapist, let's say 3 times a week. Most people see a massage therapist maybe once every 2 weeks, but let's say someone's seeing them 3 times a week, but then they're going out and they have poor posture 10 hours a day. Well, it doesn't matter how much massage, how much chiropractic care, acupuncture that you get, you will continue to have neck pain. And I've always checked someone's ergonomics at their work, how they set up their seat in their car, how they watch TV at home, how they stand. All that has to be changed and improved. Otherwise, that person will continue to have neck pain or low back pain, whatever the problem is. Now, with cell phones, this is a whole new ball game, and the reason why it's such a huge, I think, contribution to neck pain is because what do you usually see? You see someone on there. I got an iPhone. Don't get me wrong. I love the iPhone. I love what it does. You can do everything on it. You got your contacts, your phone. You've got YouTube, your movies, text, YouTube. I mean, everything you can imagine, it's on your phone. But how do people use their phone? They're usually sitting like this. They're not sitting like this doing their texting. They're like this. So they got a rounded upper back. Their head is protruded forward and down. And they're doing this. And they're doing this for long periods of time. They're doing it for 30 minutes at a time, 40 minutes at a time. Kids are texting thousands of texts a day. So this needs to be addressed because an actual study that was done a long time ago by Harms Ringdahl, he looked at 10 asymptomatic subjects, meaning they had no neck pain whatsoever. They put them in that protruded forehead posture and they wanted to see what would happen. Well, in 2 minutes, people started complaining of neck pain. Within 15 minutes, all 10 subjects reported pain. Now, within about 50 minutes, most of the subjects declined to do the study any further because the pain was too much. Now, one interesting fact is that some of the subjects reported pain the evening of the study, which you think, okay, that's fair. Some reported pain actually the next morning, and a few subjects reported pain 4 days later. So you can see the vicious cycle of people being on their cell phone doing this, again, this position for 30 minutes, hours at a time at work, and when they're off work, just communicating with friends, texting, whatever that is. And so it creates this vicious cycle of pain. Now, another interesting thing about this study was that they wanted to know where was the actual pain coming from. Was it coming from the muscles or was it coming from the ligaments? And what they found was they put electrodes on the muscles and they looked at the myoelectric activity of the muscles. And the actual activity was very low, which means one thing. All the stress was going into the ligamentous structures. That's a problem because with ligaments, once you stretch them, you're not getting the length back for any period of time. If you stretch them for a long period of time like that, the ligamentous structures get damaged and they become lengthened over a period of time and you can't get that length back. So that'll create a syndrome of neck pain. No matter what you do, it will continue to get worse. So again, cell phones are great, but we've got to use them properly. So here's some practical positions that you can use when you are actually on your cell phone, texting, whatever that is. So one thing is to actually try to get the cell phone where it's actually in line if you were actually looking at the horizon. Meaning if I turn to the side here, I'm not doing this, but I'm actually putting the cell phone up towards actually my line of vision here, and I'm actually using it that way. Now, the good thing is that your arms will get tired instead of the stress going into your neck. So that gives you a sign, well, hey, I need to give this a little bit of a break. Another option is to actually put your arms up on this table like I am here and using the cell phone this way. So it's not direct vision, but at least I'm not putting my head in that forward head posture position like this and causing undue stress on the neck. And then the third option is you can buy something that actually you can place your cell phone on a sort of support, and at least you're not being forced to put your head in a compromised position and causing undue stress on the neck. So I hope that helps you and you realize the importance of proper ergonomics when you're actually using your cell phone for the numerous things that people are doing these days. And hopefully this will help you reduce some of that neck tension and neck pain that you're having.
Break 'em.